Welcome, my viewers. I am Pon Kulendran, the dual language writer. Today I am going to talk about Hinduism, a scientific religion. I am going to give an overview of the science behind Hinduism. As all of you know that Hinduism is the first religion in the world and its founder is not known. There are so many theories with regard to the origin of the Hinduism. They say that a person from another planet arrived in Sri Lanka in the Mount of Kailas and started the religion. This is only a assumption. Of course, they also say that it was started during the Vedic time in the Indus Valley civilization. But it is long before that the concept of the Hinduism, main concepts, have been created. Coming back to the main issue of how far science is linked with Hinduism. First, they say that it is li- linked with the birth of the universe, with the Big Bang theory, when the universe was formed with the explosion uh, about 14.6 billion years ago. The first sound that was generated was Om, and it has been also to some extent been accepted by NASA. So this Om is a symbol in Hinduism, in addition to the swastika, which is also another symbol for knowledge and wisdom, which is used in Ganapati, but also used by Hitler, the swastika symbol. But there's a small difference in the appearance of the swastika symbol. But the main reason is swastika is like a yantra, called, which generates sort of a vibration. There are different forms of yantra. In some temples in Sri Lanka, instead of worshiping the idol, they worship the yantras. Yantras are of different shapes. Now, coming back to the point of the Om, Om is the shape of Om. It's like that of Ganapati, Ganesh. the the three Newtonian laws of motion is embedded in the concept of Hinduism. Every action has an equal and opposite reaction in third law. That is the karma. That's the principle of karma in a different form, which is linked with the human life. Hinduism gives you the concept to how you should live as a man, because it also gives the concepts of how man is created. The most important thing in the creation of human beings is the man and the woman. Now, the man and the woman are called in Hinduism Arthanadeswara. So one part is man and one part is a woman, and that is seen in Hinduism, the main religion of Saivism. Now, also you will notice that to create them for creativity, we require the semen as well as the egg from the woman's womb. Those are the two important things. The semen is actually produced by the linga, the shape of the penis. And of course, the yoni is the woman's female organ. So you will see the structure in most of the things. The linga seated on the woman, the yoni, in the structure as an idol. That is an indication to say that the creation. Also, in Hindu temples, you will notice that red and the white stripes. That's a symbol of Hindu temple. The red refers to the egg that comes out of the woman, and the white refers to the semen that comes out of the man's uh, uh, penis. Now, this is also another way of representing the creation. The creator is the Brahm, Brahman. Brahman consists of three head people, and also it's assumed to be that he has only few temples in South India, and I didn't see any temples in Sri Lanka. But the Brahman gives you the period, the different types of period, the four yugas. When you calculate those figures, which tallies with the period that has been computed by NASA or by the astronomers, the other aspect of it is the is the vibration. Vibration has a lot of things to do with mantras. The mantras are purely the vibration that generates a lot of stimulates your body, and is used also in meditation. When you do meditation, you start mantras that instigate the energy within your body. Now, the body consists of natural frequency. It has its own energy, but it can be stimulated with the help of the mantras. And the other aspect of is the most important thing is the idol worship. Now, the idol worship is, as you see, that is also has a lot of science behind it. You will see that the idols are like with the six hands, or very unusual as a extraterrestrial intelligence. But it doesn't mean that. It also explains that everything that is held in the hands explains an action. Now, if you take Lord Shiva, you will see he's templing a demon under his leg. That means he is killing the bad things. Also, you can see a fire on one hand. You can see a moon on his head. You see a river water flowing on that thing. And also you see a what he called a drum on his head. And all those things has a certain set significance. So we see the five sources of energy called Panchabhutas, the fire, the earth, the land, the air, and the ether. Now all these five are used in the rituals. You will look at when a ritual is held, they use the fire, they also use the water, they also use the land on which the thing is set up. They also have the in contact with the air and the ether. Now these are all five sources of energy that is being used in Hinduism. And there are temples for these Panchabhutas in Tamil Nadu. You can see that. And the other aspect of is that the impact of nature with the Sri Lanka, with the Hinduism. Nature has a very close relationship with Hinduism. In Hindu temples, they have its own temple trees like the Magosa tree, Burpamaram, or even Alamaram, and all those things. And you will also need notice that when in case of certain infectious diseases, they dance with the Burpamaram. Uh, or they hang the Vepamaram on the Vepamila or the leaves in a house. Also, the animals, they have a lot of link with the Hinduism. Peacock is the vehicle for Murugan, and cow is called the vehicle for Sivalinga. And of course, the Vishnu sleeps over a snake. And you will also see the Amman or the Sakti is traveling on a lion, and also you will see the Saturn, King Saturn, is on a crow. The Bhairava is on a dog. It's like that. Each has his own way of linking up with the animals, which is also part of the nature. The coming to the conclusion of these things, there are so many laws that have been derived from the Hinduism, that is the hidden in the Hinduism. The one most important thing is the rishis. They were living in the Vedic time. They had the capability to travel with time. They can go back with time or go in front of the time. Now, this is related to time relativity. Time relativity by Einstein theory equation proves that if you travel with the almost closer to the velocity of light, your your length changes, your time changes. So it's a four-dimensional space, x, y, z, and the time, the fourth dimension, and this is linked with the time relativity equation by Einstein. Then comes the final equation: E is equal to mc square, where E is the energy, m is the mass, and c is the velocity of light. Now, if you can reach the velocity of light, which is c squared, is a very high figure, and then if you have a small mass, your energy will become very high. So that is one other part of the principle that is also been adapted by Rishi. Finally, we come on to the question of E is equal to hf. E is the energy, h is the Planck's constant, and f is the frequency. Now, this is also linked with Hinduism. If you have frequency that you generated, you increase your energy vector. Now, these are some of the many things that is hidden in Hinduism. Finally, I should like to refer to that number 108, 108. The 108 is a figure that is used in the what do you call uh, when they pray, they count the beats. You see that in Muslims do that, the Christians do that, even Hindus do that. Now, what is that 108 as a significance? It has to do with the distance between the earth and the sun, and the moon and the sun, the ratio between that. So anyhow, those are calculations that are linked with astronomy. Astronomy is very much linked with Hinduism because it is linked with time, and it also linked with the number of stars, and also it tells you the exactly when the solar or lunar eclipse will occur, and that is being calculated very accurately in the almanac, Hindu almanac, and also NASA's figure and this figure is almost the same. This is tremendous, and during the Vedic time, this all this almanac and astronomy, all linked with Hinduism, is being very very important. Finally, I conclude this one with the temple for sun in Konrak in Orissa state and near Puri. And this particular temple I never been, but I read a lot about it. It's UN heritage sites. It's the symbols of that particular the idol, the shape of the temple, explains the day, the 7 days, 24 hours, and also shows uh, the sun, the God's sun, driving a 7 horses. The 7 horses explains the 7 colors in the spectrum, and also 7 horses is been with all the rains being to one particular hand, that is the hand of the sun, and that means if you have also 7 colors, if mixed together will generate one color, the white color. So these are things that is, there are more things which I could go into the scientific aspects of Hinduism, and people, the younger generation don't understand that. I wrote a book on Hinduism, a scientific religion, wherein I have gone in much more detail. This is only just an overview. Thank you for listening to me, and may God bless you all. Pon Kulendran, the dual language writer.